Welcome to another video where we talk about the latest One Piece chapter. This week is One Piece chapter 1122. Title is The Time at Hand. Now, I've already read the chapter this week, just trying something different, trying to get that, flow down for how I want to do these videos. Let's see how it goes. But what I can say for sure is this is a very short chapter, very short, and we are on break next week. But I could say for such a short chapter, it really seems like whenever we have to have these like really short chapters, Oda likes to drop like the big plot points or the big things that, have us talking about stuff for longer. Like he drops the mysteries and all the weird plot points that aren't fully developed in these here short chapters. And that's what he did here today. Go ahead and click all the buttons down below if you drunk some water today. If not, drink some water so that you got to push the buttons. Matter of fact, don't go anywhere. Matter of fact, you can't watch the rest of this video till you drink some water, bro. Kicking off the chapter, everything that Vegapunk has said is over with. The video is over with. Now it is time for action and responses to what he said. Everyone is basically saying, I guess the fate is in the world of the pirates. Some people are excited, some people are not. The pirates are ready to go get the One Piece. It's like a second revitalization of their initial goal. Like some people maybe fell off on it, and this was just a nice wake up to go get the One Piece, because the fate of the world is in the hand of whoever gets that. Obviously, the people not too excited about that is the Marines. And there's also another individual that's not too excited about the news of just how important the One Piece is, and that's Sabo. Sabo said, if that really is true, that the fate of the world is in the hand of whoever gains the One Piece, he says, Luffy, if you really strive to make the whole world bow at your knee to become the king of the pirates, to get the One Piece, I have to stop you. Now, is that glaze or is that being an L-Mans? Because I think it's both. I think it's L-Mans and it's glaze to say what your dream is in the future, what that turns out to be. I don't want you to have that, so I have to stop you from achieving your dream. That's L-Mans, that's glaze. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Kobe. Yeah, bro, that's not cool. That's not. Did I call him Sabo? I'm so sorry. Speaking of glaze, we kick on over to Buggy, and like Buggy's like, scared now of just how strong the One Piece is. He doesn't want to control the entire world, but of course, everyone that calls him Chairman Buggy, they ride or die. But like he's like, I don't even know if I even want it anymore. And they're like, nah, it's yours. We finally, for the first time, see Blackbeard for the first time in a very, very long time. We are continuing that. Basically, Caribou was like, hey, I got information for you. Yo, like, let me come tell it to you. Katarina Devon calls Blackbeard like, hey, I can blick this dude real quick. Blackbeard's like, nah, bring him to me. And then if the information that he gives me, I don't like it, then we can continue on with plan A. So the big chunk of this chapter is whenever we get back to the main battlefield in Egghead. The Sunny is trying to fly away, but of course the Gorosei isn't gonna, just let them get away. We see a freshly defeated Iron Giant. I swear I'm going to, I forget the Gorosei's name like every time. Like it's not encrusted in here, their names. Like I have to search them up every video, bro. So after taking that big blow from the last chapter, the feed is done. The video's over with. I believe the snail is completely ritzed out. It's done. We see Neptune makes his way to the ship. He has a sword. Who do they call? Zoro. Get him. But of course, the Iron Giant just isn't done just yet. He once again powers up and speaks to Luffy. He says, hey, I wanted to apologize to you. I knew that there was no chance he would still be alive. It's just that you look just like him. It was nostalgic. My feelings from that day came rushing back. I hope Joy Boy forgives me because he failed to make him king. Now, all the mystery people, all of the conspiracy theorists instantly probably thought failed to make him king. Everybody that had something to do with Joy Boy was always apologizing to him. Are they apologizing for the same reasons? Is the Iron Giant apologizing for not making Joy Boy king? Is Zunisha apologizing for not making Joy Boy king? And what did it mean back there to be king? If Joy Boy was the first pirate, so then I'm guessing he also went for the One Piece. So did they fail to make Joy Boy king of the pirates as well? Did they fail in the same act? So is there a possibility that all of this fighting and all of this war has been for the One Piece this entire time? Like all the way back in the voice entry. Has no one ever actually been able to get the One Piece? That would be my assumption. And if Luffy is the first pirate to get the One Piece, that is crazy. Because Roger never got it. He wasn't the right person. Joy Boy was literally the embodiment of, the embodiment of the person who is supposed to have the One Piece, supposed to be the king of the pirates. Are they saying that even he didn't get the One Piece? If that's the case, then no one should be able to except Luffy, because it seems as if the One Piece, or what it takes to get the One Piece, it takes the right person. Because Roger said, it wasn't the right time. If only I was Joy Boy, or something like that. Luffy's Joy Boy and Nika has the fruit as well. So is he like the perfect match? Like, do they need like the perfect, like the perfect, hand signal, and then boom, it'll let you into the all glorious prize that is the One Piece. I just went on a crazy tangent, but that sentence right there opens a lot of doors of mystery. So all the conspiracy theorists YouTube channels, y'all got like hours of content. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So the Iron Giant, as he's like on the edge of the island, before Marcus is about to, knock him off, he asks Luffy, "What is your name?" He says, "I'm Monkey D. Luffy." The giant regards the D in his name. Once again, still patching up that whole thing with the D clan. We were very close. We were very close to Vegapunk telling us about it, but I guess maybe we'll see in the future. But then something happens. We see this knot with the Iron Giant, and it gets untied. And then after that happens, a big burst covering the entirety of Egghead of Conqueror's Haki flies out, hitting everyone, knocking out a plethora of Navy members, except for Luffy, of course. And it's coming from the robot. And then the robot says, "Thank you. You let me hear that nostalgic rhythm one more time. Don't die. I won't let you." So he unties this knot, and this big wave of Conqueror's Haki comes out. And then something weird happens. You see this Conqueror's Haki starts attacking the Gorosei. And you see 4 of them are hit with this wave of Conqueror's Haki, and it seems like an emergency red button was pushed. It seems as if there's like some kind of, the same way where they had the magic sigil that could let them teleport wherever they want to go. It seems as if they have like, I'm on 1 HP teleport point. And it seems like an emergency button was pushed, and 4 of the Gorosei was instantly teleported back to Mary Joie. So Joy Boy might have something to do with this, but what I can say is this robot's haki was strong enough. Why didn't he use this in the beginning then? It was probably like a, one last trick up the sleeve. The robot's haki was strong enough to send the Gorosei back to Mary Joie using their emergency danger button, is what it seems. We only see 4 of them back, but Saturn decided to stay, I guess. We see someone talking to Emu, calling Emu Great Emu. There was 2 puffs coming from Emu. Maybe Emu was the one who pulled the string and forcefully teleported them back. So maybe the entire magic sigil teleporting was Emu this entire time, which would make sense. But why not teleport Saturn back as well? Because this obviously is kind of telling us that Emu was the one that did this. We've never seen like, exhaustion or anything like that from Emu, but why not teleport back Saturn? Maybe it just has something to do with like the story. Maybe Saturn got left there to, I don't know, bring the giant back or whatever. I guess we'll see. The Sunny finally makes it to the sea on the ground, not on the ground, but the Sunny finally makes it all out of the air onto the sea next to the giant ship. And everyone's kind of wondering one thing. The Giants are wondering how Robot had haki. The Straw Hats are just the Straws are just happy that they landed safely. And then, we reminisce RIP Atlas, RIP Edison, RIP Shaka, RIP Vegapunk, for sure. And then, yeah, I was wondering, like, why did Saturn stay? And it's kind of as I was saying, he stayed there to, I don't know, examine the robot, but the robot is still powered on. So I wonder what's up with that. The robot is still powered on. And then we go to a flashback. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we have seen Joy Boy in the flesh, but in the darkened, pixeled black flesh. Of course, we get a simple shadow. We don't get to actually see Joy Boy, but we see the Straw Hat, and we get confirmed that the robot's name is Emeth. Joy Boy says, "Listen up, the time is at hand." So Oh, okay. Joy Boy put his hockey, his conqueror's hockey. He said he's gonna gather his most powerful hockey and seal it inside of you. You're bound to live much longer than me, and I'm not gonna always be around to help. So this kind of confirms three things. Just how powerful Joy Boy was back in the day, that his hockey alone was enough to make Emu fear for the lives of the girls, say, to tell them, all right, it's time to come back. Boom, teleport them. But this also confirms that the robot might not have like a human soul in it. It just might be like a higher technology robot from the early days. You know, kind of like the Seraphim, but not human, just like a robot that's capable of untying a knot that lets out a lot of hockey. So Joy Boy was a strong one for sure. Joy Boy was a strong one. But the thing that I want to kind of pay attention to is the location that we see Emeth and Joy Boy at. Obviously, obviously the silhouette doesn't tell us much, but it is not a place that I recognize. But it looks like, am I tripping, or does it kind of look like either a giant staircase or a throne, maybe? And something in the bottom left is there as well. Maybe that's people or something's there in the bottom left. And in the back, we simply see the clouds. And if I'm really gonna get into it, it seems as if they are higher elevated than normal. The clouds seem level with where they are rather than being higher on the manga panel. So could this also be Egghead or somewhere of a higher, like a higher plane? The only two places I could think of is the top of Egghead and Skypiea. Only two places I can think of. Conspiracy channels, do your thing. We get like a zoomed out we get like a zoomed out picture of him. Maybe it's not a throne. I could still throw it in there 50-50. I don't think that's people on the bottom left, but it's silhouetted out for a reason. And basically he's saying, I'm gonna put a knot in you, Emeth. Once you untie the knot, all this hockey is gonna get spewed out. So when the time is at hand, basically Joy Boy would still be there to help. And he basically says, whenever it happens, I'll be saving you from here in the past, just like always. Huh. And then the chapter ends with basically Emeth, the robot, reminiscing on this. And he's saying, I hope I don't get lonely, but it doesn't matter if you're dead. It will always be like you are still with me. The chapter ends there. We are on break. And man, Joy Boy, our first time. It seems the anime, whenever they get to this, easily probably about a year from now, when the anime gets to this, we'll actually hear Joy Boy's voice actor. We might be able to see more than what we currently can see in the manga. We might, they might give us a little bit of, animation on the shadows, or just might be a silhouette. But for sure, this chapter leaves a lot to be answered, a lot to question. Simply from the 25% left of the chapter. It's a very small chapter, but Pops does a good job. If he's gonna give us a small chapter, he's gonna make it worth our while. And yeah, this is yeah, I'm gonna say again, yeah, y'all conspiracy theorist channel, the ones that like to make the hour-long videos, spewing about, like a pixel that y'all seen in the manga panels, y'all can eat up off of this chapter right here. Y'all can eat up. But yeah, honestly, if it isn't solidified from simply all the information that we've been getting, the plot that we've been getting, even though you could say that's the same thing, all the information, all the plot we've been getting, all the story that's been progressing, the fights, the power-ups, the characters, the location, Egghead's easily the best arc now. Easily. Like easily the best arc. I feel like for some people, when it comes to the best arc, this is probably, for me, I like plot drops. That's me personally, but I feel like some people still may value the chapters where character progression and like the character story arcs was being progressed and concluded, like Water 7. So people still might put that over this simply for if they like character story progression more. But like overall story progression, plot drops and stuff like that, if you truly value that more, I think people would like Egghead more. I'm one of those people that I enjoy the mysteries. I enjoy plot drops like this. I enjoy the flashbacks because this is crazy. We just seen Joy Boy, bro. Like in the flesh. We're not in the flesh, in the silhouette, but we just seen Joy Boy. We just seen Joy Boy. Simply off of that alone, bro. W chapter.